Alright, good afternoon. Today's something a little fun. This is a Schick. All I am is the adjustable. Got the little adjustment band here. Very nice little razor. This particular razor was just one in the raffle at the shaved in. So it's going to be going to a new owner, so this will be the final shave on it. The arm is kind of neat. Not only is it adjustable, which is really neat, but it's got this little lever under here, and what that does is that actually moves, you'll see moving right here, the safety bar, so that it kind of closes up and protects everything. And then when you get ready to shave, you have to be sure to pull this down. I thought that was always kind of neat. It's got a really nice ribbed handle there, easy to hold on to. So we're also going to use today something I haven't used in a while, Wilkerson sword. This is the flying saucer bowl, they called it. There was some discussion about this one online the other day. It's got a really interesting scent. And we're going to use a little Eveready 104 bore brush with it. So let's get this one in the books. The Wilkerson sword, not my favorite soap in the world. I have been told that their shave stick, which is a completely different formula, is a much better soap. And while this may not be my absolute favorite soap, it's not particularly a bad soap, and you can just kind of right there on top of the puck there, and you makes you lather in the bowl here, or get the brush loaded anyway. And this is a soap from Canada, as I recall. I think Schick is the company that owns the Wilkerson sword name. So we got our little face wipe going there for a little bit of prep. I'll get it going. I haven't used this soap in a while, and it's not a bad soap, I guess. I don't know. It does lather and has a pleasant scent to it. Well, maybe it's not as bad as I remember. That's one thing about that we mentioned about the whole wet shaving thing, is some kind of equipment, a razor or a blade or a brush or soap that you just don't like. Sometimes you can come back to it later, and when you come back to it, your technique is developed, your skills have developed, and it's not as bad as you thought it was. This soap actually is not as bad as I remember it. It's nice and slick. And with the M turned all the way up like this, it's all the way up on 7. It's like most of these Schicks. Remember to have a nice light touch. You don't have to sit there and screech it hard down your face. It's a nice light touch, which is the secret. Angle and pressure right when you're shaving. Let the razor do the work. With especially with Schicks, I find that I talk to people sometime and they tend to have a habit of being heavy-handed with them. And it's really, even as light as they are, there's no reason in being real heavy-handed with it. It's about a day and a half worth of growth that we're working on here, and the M here is just going right through it with no problem. This is just a ASR Persona blade. It's some that I've had for a while that were rebranded for a drugstore, either Long's or the department store, Long's or CVS or something. I don't remember exactly which one this blade came out of. The blade holders all look kind of identical, so I don't know which one this one was. But it's a very good blade. You can see it does a good job there. Schick razors are very efficient, nice razors. Alright, let's go back. And this soap is really, I must say, doing better than I remember it. I don't remember it being this. I've had this soap for several years. One of my Canadian shave buddies sent it to me, as a matter of fact. Feller by the name, it goes by the name of Rocket Man, sent me this soap. Oh yeah. We'll go back to the old DM here. Excuse the noise for a second. My sink does leak down. Alright. And my routine's the same as with any razor I use. We're going to do a whisper grain and then come back at an angle. I don't, as I said 100 times before, Charlie, I don't do against the grain. Don't see any yeast in it. Some people like it. Some people like a lot of things. Now that's okay. You'll hear people a lot of times talk about the right way to do things. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret that I've learned in how many ever years I've been doing this. The right way to do it is the way that works for you. That's the right way to do something. I'll a lot of times question somebody about how they do something or say something, and it doesn't mean that I think it's not right. A lot of times I just want people to hear that there is a different way to do it, and especially newer shavers. There's a lot of stuff that older shavers, and I don't mean that by age, I mean that by experience. There's things that more experienced shavers do, kind of cutting corners, or they do things because their technique has developed to the point to where that's the way they want to do it. And it may not be the best thing in the world. You can see the stage wasn't properly set this time, but that's okay. And you know, it may be best if a newer shaver, somebody that hasn't built to that level of experience, doesn't do things that way sometimes. So if you're ever online and I'm around and I ask a question or something along those lines, I'm not saying that what you're doing is not right a lot of times. I just want to point out there's more than one way to do it. And especially for newer shavers, it may be best to try something different. But that is a little secret from Uncle Fuzzy there, is that the right way to do it a lot of times is the way that works for you. Alright, get a little cleanup pass going, although we really don't need that much of a cleanup pass, because if you haven't noticed, in among all the yin, we've got a shave here that's basically as smooth as a cross-eyed catfish. The Yim is a very, very nice razor. This one, like I said, is going to a new home. Shaved in Christmas raffle. Toast put up a razor and a cake of Williams soap and a bank of CBS blades, actually. And this is the exact razor that's going to be going. Gentleman by the name of Love goes by the name of Loves the Wet Shave. This is going to be yours. I hope you enjoy it. It's a very nice razor. Schick razors, very nice shave. You can pick these up. They're reasonably inexpensive. Pick them up on eBay, SD. There's people always selling them. If you get a chance, I highly recommend the Adjustable Schick. It's a very, very nice shave. And we're going to finish off today. We're not going to do it like that. With this is from Family Dollar. It's Classic Splash Aftershave. This is their version of Brute, and I like using the dollar store aftershaves at times, just because I do. This one is actually a very nice Brute clone. And they have the Family Dollar there has the Brute Clone, and then they've got their Spice, which is something similar to Old Spice. I use it some too. So there we go. Nice shave here before work. Razor's going on a journey. Have a nice day.